I have always been involved in the church. I grew up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I did all the things: youth group, confirmation camp, VBS, Nawakwa, youth gathering, and I loved it. I never saw myself, though, being a pastor. It wasn't that nobody encouraged it, it's just I never thought it would be something that I'd do. It wasn't until after college that I worked at CBS 21 News, and that was a hard environment to be in. I worked 3 to midnight and had no friends. But while I was at the news station, people started coming to me, sharing personal things like the death of a mother or a miscarriage. And here I was thinking to myself, why are you coming to me, a 22-year-old, and sharing these really personal things? But it was because I listened and cared, and I shared that sacred space between us. And during my time at CBS 21, I got called into my bishop's office. And yes, you can get called into the bishop's office as a lay person. And he asked me why I was still involved in the church as a young person. And I told him, oh, that's easy. God has always been present in my life. Of course, I wanted to keep worshiping and give back, and I just laid out all the ways that I've seen God always be there for me. And so he asked me at the end of our conversation, have you ever thought about being in seminary? And I said, heck no. You people work your weekends and holidays. And he laughed and said, okay, we'll think about it. And as I was driving to my job at 3 p.m. that I was going to be at until midnight, I said to myself, wait a second, I work my weekends and my holidays already. If that's my only reason for saying no to God, what would happen if I said yes? And so I did. I thought about it for 3 weeks. I talked to a couple pastors and friends, and I discerned that I'm feeling this call to ministry. And I just heard Jesus say to me, drop your nets and follow me. And so I did. And it's not that it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been an easy journey. I've doubted myself. I've laughed. I've cried. I've prayed. I've sang. I've read so many books that I've had my mind blown at the theological findings. I have fallen in love with the depth and the ways that God is present in our lives. And I tell you all this because I wanted you to hear a little bit about who I am. That I am more than a biography on a piece of paper. That I try my best to be open to see God moving in my life. To see the ways that I say yes to God. Knowing it may not be easy, but it will be worth it. That I try and live my life as a disciple of Jesus. And how I lean and trust on God is through my own personal devotion time. I love to read the Psalms and usually read one every morning. I love to pray and I love to sing. Oh, how I hear God in song. And what I see in you, St. John's, is a desire to be disciples, to actually be God's hands and feet in the world. I see people who take their faith seriously and want to be involved in their community. I see people who want to be challenged and grow in faith, share God's love, serve others. I see all the possibilities of what the Holy Spirit can do through us together. So may the Lord bless you and keep you as you go throughout your week. I look forward to meeting you.